Welcome back. I'm Michael Foley, and in this video we're going to look at the 5 key differences between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep. So I grew up doing karate. I started kickboxing in my teens. And I traveled to Thailand to learn Muay Thai in my 20s. I've been taught how to do the front kick and the teep from many different instructors over the years. Although they all teach it slightly differently, there are 5 key differences that I see consistently between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep. The first major difference between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep is the stance from which you launch it. So karate front kick, traditionally speaking, is thrown from the back stance, and it looks like this. So my front knee is bent, my back leg is straight, but my knee is relaxed. I'm not locking it out straight. And my hands are either up here or I'm in a classic down block position. Now when I throw the front kick from this position, my goal is to keep my body relatively centered. I don't want to shift my weight to my front foot. I want to keep my front knee bent, hands up right here. My back knee comes up and I throw the kick. And then I put it down the exact same spot it took off from. And from the side. So back stance, bent front leg, relaxed back leg, hands up right here. I'm gonna pick my back leg up, drive my leg to the front, and then try to put my foot back down the exact same spot I took off from. Now the Muay Thai stance is vastly different from a traditional karate back stance, and it changes how the teep is thrown. Instead of being in a big, deep back stance here, I'm in a narrower stance. I'm slightly side on, but not too much. My guard's up nice and high, and for the purposes of this video, my weight's gonna be even on the balls of both feet, and my stance is here. And from the side. The second major difference between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep, it's the lift in chamber. Now this is subtle. So from my back stance here, when I do my back leg chamber, my back leg knee lift for the front kick, I bring my knee up as tight to my body as I can. The bottom of my foot is going to be parallel with the floor, and then I curl my toes back. That's going to help with the extension. We'll talk about that in a minute. From the side, my back knee comes up. The bottom of my foot is parallel with the mat, and I curl my toes back. And as I do that, I want to do this nice and quick so that my weight doesn't shift too far forward. Here and down. Now the lift in chamber, it's just slightly different. I've seen this done 2 different ways that I've been taught personally. One is with my heel closer to my hip, and then the other one is my legs partially extended. That's the one that I'm more used to, so that's the one I'm gonna use for this demonstration. It looks like this. So from my Muay Thai stance here, my leg comes up, but instead of chambering tight to my body here, I'm bringing it out a little bit more to the front. So my leg isn't perfectly straight, but it's slightly extended. And I'm pointing the bottom of my foot towards my opponent. And it looks like this from the side. The most distinguishable difference between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep, it's the extension itself. With the karate front kick, there's more of a snapping movement from the knee and less of a push from the hip. Now, I'm not saying that there's no push from the hip, but it's mostly a knee joint driven technique, whereas the teep is more of a hip driven technique. And it looks like this. When I do my front kick from here, I pick my knee up, I have my foot parallel to the floor and I curl my toes back. With the extension, I'm gonna make a little push with my hip and a snap at the end with my knee. So it looks like this. Now the extension of the Muay Thai teep is mostly hip driven. So you are gonna extend your knee, but it's just to get your leg straight and add a little bit of a push on the end, but most of the work is gonna be done by your hip. And here's what it looks like. So from the front, I lift in chamber, I point the bottom of my foot at the target, and then I'm gonna drive from my hip, little pivot on this foot, and bring it back. And from the side, and this is where I saw the biggest difference between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep. The karate front kick acts more like a punch and punches into the surface, and the Muay Thai teep has more drive from the hip, more potential for power, so it's able to push the entire body back. The next distinguishing feature is the retraction of the kick. Because I'm in a long back stance here, I don't want my weight to shift forward so that I end up stepping forward. So when you throw this front kick, hands stay right here, my knee comes up, I lift and chamber, extend my kick, but then I retract my heel to my hip as quick as I can, and I want to try to put my foot back down in the same spot it took off from. So it looks like this. Now from the side. You can train the lift, the chamber, the extension, and the retraction with this simple technique that I learned from my father when I was a kid. You're gonna put the chair right in front of your hips and stand a little bit off to the side. Hands are up. Now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chamber my knee nice and high, extend the kick over the top of the chair, and then retract my foot back over the top. So here it is. Now from the side. There's a little more leaning back when I do a teep versus the karate front kick, and that's to help with the extension of the kick, but also the retraction. When I do the retraction, because I'm leaning back, I'm able to drive my hip further forward, and then the opposite of that is true. So as I bring my leg back, I want to lean forward so I can put my foot down the exact same spot it left from. And it looks like this. From my experience, the best way to use a karate style front kick is to treat it like a punch. So you want to punch in and back, punching into the target that you're aiming for, and then retracting it and putting it down as quick as you can. A great target for this is the liver, which is on the right side, just at the top of the stomach here. I'm going to take my stance here. My opponent could just be standing in front of me here, and my goal is to very quickly, without changing my height, my balance, without showing him what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick my back leg up, punch the ball of my foot into the liver, and then put it back down in the same spot, getting it back as safely and as quickly as I can. So it looks like this. And as you notice, I'm hitting with the ball of my foot. So I'm not hitting with the full flat of my foot. My foot's extended, and I'm hitting with the ball of my foot just below my big toe. You may also remember Lyoto Machida using this against Randy Couture, Anderson Silva using it against Vitor Belfort. But the front kick is also a nice snappy kick that can split your opponent's guard straight up the middle and hit him in the jaw. You might want to add a little jump to this. It looks like this. The best time I find to use the Muay Thai teep is to create some space or to shut down an advancing opponent. If my opponent here is rushing towards me or trying to throw a switch kick or looking to throw some punches, a great way to stop them dead in their tracks is with the teep. And it looks like this. So at punch range, just outside, one other slight difference between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep, it's the surface area of my foot that I make impact with. So with the karate front kick, most of the impact is done with the ball of the foot, but with the Muay Thai teep, it's gonna be the entirety of the foot. It's mostly gonna be the ball of your foot that's gonna hit first, but you're looking to hit with the entire bottom of your foot when you throw this shot. So between the karate front kick and the Muay Thai teep, which one's best? Well, to be honest, they have two separate purposes. The karate front kick is more of a punching movement, and the teep is more of a pushing movement. It's honestly best to have both. It's like having two different tools. You have the choice to use which one's best for the job. If you've pressure tested the karate front kick and the kickboxing and Muay Thai teep, which one do you prefer? Let me know. Leave it in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And if you want to see other comparisons of techniques from other martial arts that I've done, just leave it in the comments section below. I'm Michael Foley. I'll see you on the mats.